the new earth, the time split, the trauma that we felt and went through in 25. All of these things stacking up. 2026. Where is all this joy and healing? Let's talk about it. In this video, we're going to talk about the power of prayer, the new earth, the trauma of 25, the integration in 26, and what we can expect in the very near future, and the effect that the outer planets are having on this moment right now. Hi, my name is Mahanraj Marcia, and I'm an astrologer, a Kundalini teacher, and a healer. And so the first thing I want to talk about is the idea of New Earth. So New Earth is not a place to go. It is an embodiment. You are embodying it through your trauma, through healing, through shadow work, through transition. These are the things that are helping you stay in the place that is new to you, a vibrational pull that is higher, where love trumps everything. So it isn't a sudden switch. It is an embodiment. You're in it, sitting in nature, meditation, checking yourself, remaining kind, doing random acts of kindness. All of this brings our stability in the new earth, in the embodiment of this new consciousness. How does astrology play into it? It's big. So the first one is Pluto. Pluto moved into Aquarius permanently in November of 2024. During 2025, Uranus went into Gemini and back to Taurus, Neptune into Aries and back to Pisces, Saturn into Aries back to Pisces. Now, we want to really focus on the big planets, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. But Saturn there is acting as the banks of the river, making sure the consciousness goes and lands in the direction that God, the Father, and Holy Mother want us to have. This Ek Onkar, this amazing heart that is waking up humanity. So one of the things that kind of caused concern for people is that it mimics some of the astrology we had in the American Revolution, in the French Revolution. Take a breath. So these planets are moving, especially Pluto and Neptune, take over 200 years to move through all the signs. With Uranus, it takes over 80 years to move through all the signs. So they are big chunks of time that help us evolve and transmute our fear so that we can stand in love and unconditional love for each other and ourselves. So how this is working is tomorrow, Neptune is going to move into Aries and it's going to stay. It's going to stay, I think, until 2039. Pluto is now permanently in Aquarius. It will stay until 2044. Uranus is going to be moving permanently into Gemini. So one of the biggest things is we're moving from Capricorn Pisces energy. So it was slow, it was muddy, it was heavy, right? It was about capitalism. It was about control. It was about mine. And now the air and fire is going to be bringing in this new way of thinking, this fire in our spirit, this need to connect to God. This is the progress that we will see in 2026. Now, one of the things we get all excited, New Year is all better. It doesn't really work like that because the new year really starts in spring when we move in at the equinox into Aries. So right now we are processing the collective trauma that we went through in 25. We also, here's one of the things that can give us hope too. Think about how awful 2020 was. How being locked up and all of the anger and the hatred. But I bet you have a different kind of job. I bet you are not as stuck as you were. So what we know is that was a breakdown of what was no longer working. Yes, you could blame it on pharmaceuticals and on the government, and the blame doesn't matter. It is the progression of humanity, and we are progressing into a place where work is expansive. The ways we can exchange energy is expanding. We are evolving into a higher consciousness, and that trauma helped, okay? So 25 also had its layers of trauma. And so we are processing that. So January of 26 is pretty heavy. it's like quick moving energy on one hand, but at the same time, really sad, dense energy trying to process what we suffered during 25. It's going to take us until we get to that equinox and Aries rises up, and we'll have 9 planets in Aries if we count the outer planets like Chiron and such, and we will. So when that happens, it's initiation energy. It's like, let's go. It's time to really be done. Now, looking at this cycle, we can get overly worried. Well, we had a revolution before. We are a different set of people. In those times, we were open about having slaves. There was such oppression for women and different religions and the economic structure. So it's not good. I get it, but it's not like it was. And one of the beautiful things is we have realized as humanity, oh my gosh, we are all slaves. So there is a heart of our soul, of humanity's soul, that wants to work together and wants to change. Next week, I'm going to share with you this vision that keeps coming, but I want to sit with it a little longer. But it really is the answer to all the economic trauma. But I regress. So right now, we are moving towards this Leo full moon. This is going to be igniting your special heart, your special skills, and where it fits into the collective. This is the new earth. The invitation is to embody it. There is some people that kind of say that there will be 2 timelines at one, and sometimes people will be over here, and sometimes you're over here. If you're paying attention, you will notice you were doing that, right? You maybe double down on eating right and meditating and being here in nature, and then you realize, oh my gosh, without watching news, without getting into that negativity, I can feel this awakening. I can feel the love of God. I know it's going to be okay. We are slowly but surely fine-tuning our energetic shields so that we know, oh, this is what it takes for me to stay in this vibration. It gets very specific. One of the things I've noticed is I cannot be dramatic about things in my life. And I'm not talking about collective big stuff. My own life, I can't get overly dramatic about stuff. It's just Mars, that happened. Breathe, get through it. This isn't about spiritual bypassing. This is about you cannot afford over dramatizing and judging, because it creates fear and then we get stuck. Think of fear as mud. But this is the most amazing year. By the end of 26, we're going to be a different human, but we're sorting out a lot right now. And these major shifts in the planets are making sure that we shift the energy and we stay there. If you are needing more support and more love, oh, I didn't talk about prayer. Prayer is huge. This is the act of surrender, gives an opening for God to step in. I love to pray to Mother Mary. I love to get on my knees and bow to the Queen, right? I mean, this woman, saves people in atomic bombs, and she, puts her image on things that last for, hundreds of years when it should be gone in 20. I mean, there's so many miracles, so she's one of my favorites. So I love to surrender my fear to the Mother and say, Mama, help me. Pray for the leaders. Pray for your challenges. Pray for your fear and judgment, and to have it be lifted. Prayer works. So stay with it. If you need more support, I'm doing a retreat next weekend. We have room for 2 more for spending the night. It's going to be Friday the 30th through February 1st, Sunday at Quest Haven. It is a magical, angelic portal. On Saturday, we have opened it up for 5 people to come just for the on Saturdays for the Saturday experience. We're going to do a chakra hike, and in the chakras, Mary Magdalene moves us through the soul seals, and we'll open those up as we make this hike with an amazing breathwork and healing at the top of the mountain, overlooking the ocean and the valley of San Marcos. I'd love to have you with me. The link's in the bio. Pray. Pray for the things that are challenging you. Pray for yourself. Pray for your loved ones. And open your heart and know it's here. New Earth is here and you're embodying it. Receive it now. Receive it now. Satnam.